Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about Walmart Christmas decor and I'm so excited to be talking about Christmas. I am a Christmas girl through and through and I know it's very early, but it's better to shop these collections early while things are in stock so you can get your hands on them rather than waiting and then everything is sold out. So I'm going to be sharing everything that I saw from Walmart. I did go in store to a few different Walmarts to see the Christmas collection, so I did film that and I'm going to be sharing those pieces that I loved but I did not purchase, and then we can come back home and I can share everything that I bought from this year as well as some favorites from last year. I was so excited to see that Christmas has officially arrived at Walmart. I actually went when they were still setting up the displays, so some of the shelves weren't fully stocked yet, but I still wanted to share everything that I found. They had so many beautiful pieces, perfect for styling on shelves, layering on top of coffee table books, or using as table decor. There were lots of different Christmas trees in glass and ceramic, along with a variety of snowman and reindeer. I was honestly so impressed with the entire collection, especially considering how affordable everything was. One of my favorite finds were the wooden bells. They were so pretty. You could style them on a door, you can hang them on a door handle, or even place them above a mirror. And the best part is that they were only $10. I also really loved this swag I came across. The brown velvet ribbon paired with the distressed bells gave it such a timeless and elevated look. Another thing I noticed was all the red accents this year. Lots of red glass. They had some candlestick holders and a red glass Christmas tree that really stood out to me. And I also noticed a lot of blue, and blue was very big this year. So if you are incorporating some blue accents in your Christmas decor this year, they had lots of different pieces. They had a blue snowman, some blue candlestick holders, even some blue velvet ornaments. And I also saw some blue glass ornaments that were so stunning. So if you are trying to incorporate some blue, Walmart has lots of great pieces. Some unique pieces I came across are these paper mache Christmas houses. They also had matching ornaments in the same design, and I think they're such a fun way to add pattern and color to your decor. If you love incorporating a bit more personality and brightness into your Christmas style, these pieces are perfect. Another favorite was the little gingerbread man canister. I thought this was so adorable for a coffee bar area. They even had a gingerbread nutcracker that was neutral and perfect for shelf decor. A piece that stood out to me was this brown glass Christmas tree. It looked so elegant and high-end. I also really loved this red berry wreath. It looked much more expensive than it actually was and would be beautiful on a pantry door or front door, even on your vent hood. Like I mentioned earlier, Walmart leaned into a lot of red accents this year. They had a flocked red Santa statue and honeycomb style red paper Christmas trees. However, my favorite collection was definitely the My Texas House line. She released some stunning pieces this year, including a large decorative bell with a red bow, so cute, styled on a shelf or a coffee table. She also released so many glass Christmas trees in both gold and silver. She did have different styles too, so they all vary and you can definitely mix and match them and style them together. Her Christmas wreaths have been very popular this year. Each one has a slightly different greenery. One has a white bow with some droopy, realistic rubber greenery, and the other one has a red bow with some Norfolk pine greenery. She also designed a beautiful patterned stocking with a matching scalloped tree skirt, which would be a fun way to add a pop of pattern to your space. And this year she added a new cedar tree to the collection. It is 2 feet and it comes with a little basket, and I believe it is pre-lit as well, so it's perfect for a console table or a smaller space. Moving on to some stocking holders, I found some reindeer styles that gave me Pottery Barn vibes, and if you weren't able to get your hands on the reindeers from Walmart, I believe you can unscrew the reindeer from the base. You just have to remove the felt underneath and you just have to unscrew them, and you can use them as decor pieces. So if you weren't able to find the other ones, I feel like these would be a good option as well. And of course, Walmart never disappoints with their ornaments. All of their individual ornaments are just $2.14, making them super affordable. They had velvet ornaments in every color: red, brown, green, any color you can think of. Some ornaments that really caught my eye were these amber glass etched ornaments. They were absolutely stunning, and I could just picture the lights twinkling through them on a tree. If you are doing a red theme this year, they had some beautiful red ornaments. I also saw these beautiful gold crackled ornaments that would be perfect to pair with the red. They just had lots of different options that look so elegant and high-end, but they are only $2. I also came across some really beautiful wreaths. One of my favorites was a mini style that would be perfect to hang on the back of bar stools. They also had larger wreaths, including a simple one with pine cones and another one with pine cones mixed with red berries, both very classic and timeless. Another item that caught my eye were these snow globes. They had such a sweet vintage feel to them, and I think they'd be especially fun if you have kids. I can also see them styled on a shelf on top of a book. Now, if you're into Christmas villages, Walmart had a huge selection of village houses so you can create your own display. And lastly, as I was leaving, I spotted a section of throw blankets and pillows, and I found a beautiful faux fur blanket in the prettiest deep red color, perfect for layering on a bed or draping across a sectional for that cozy Christmas feel. Alright, we are back and I'm going to be sharing everything that I picked up, but before we do that, I did want to share some of my favorites from previous years, and the very first ones are some amazing dupes that they came out with last year, and those are the Pottery Barn reindeer dupes. These are so good. I'm still very impressed with these dupes. They look almost identical to the ones from Pottery Barn, so they do come in 2 different sizes. They have this smaller one and then they have this larger one. So this is like their small and this is like their medium. They were in stock online a few days ago, but I believe they are sold out. But I would go in store to see if you can find them, and remember to switch your location, see if other Walmarts near you have them. I think driving 30 to 40 minutes to purchase these is definitely worth it. They're very affordable and give you that high-end look, but at an affordable price. I did pick up 4 sets of these so that I could do a little giveaway. So there is a little giveaway in today's video, and all you have to do is just like this video and leave a comment down below and you will be entered. These are just so good and perfect to style on a console table, on your shelves, on top of a book. They look so beautiful styled together, so I'm very excited that 4 of you are going to get your hands on them. Another favorite from last year is this pine cone ornament, and they didn't come out with this one again this year, but they did come out with something very similar, and they are these pine cone ornaments. And I feel like I like these a little bit more. They have like a brushed brass look, and they look so elegant and high-end, and they do have some movement to them. I feel like they just add so much texture and visual interest, so I'm very excited to style these on my tree. I only picked up 2 of them, or did I pick up 4? I think I only picked up 2 of them. They were $2, so they were very affordable, but I'm going to be adding a bunch of different ornaments to my tree, and I felt like these were the perfect way to add some texture. Some other favorites from last year are these pine cone candlestick holders. They did bring these back this year, so I was so excited to see them. They're very affordable. I believe this one is like $4 and this one's $6. $10 for both of them. You honestly can't beat that. That's so affordable. They're perfect to style on your shelf, on top of a book, next to a vase. I feel like they're so pretty, and you can definitely make them more Christmassy by adding some ribbon and tying a bow. I believe these come with a little tag that say joy, but I took mine off, and I feel like they just look very elegant. As you can see, I could replace these candlestick holders with these, and they will look so pretty. So I'm excited to style them again this year, and I'm so glad they brought them back. Another item they brought back is their famous cedar garland. This one is 9 feet, and I believe it's only $29. That is just such a great price. So it's very, very droopy. It looks so realistic. You can style it on your stairs, on a hallway, on a table. There's just infinite ways to style them. So I'm very happy they brought this back, because this one sold out so quick last year. So hopefully you can get your hands on it this year. They did have a bunch of them in stock in store, and I believe it's still available online. So this is such a great garland, and it's very affordable. The next favorite is my tree collar. This one I have been using for the past 2 years. I'm still going to use it again this year. It's just so good. It looks so elegant. I love the color that they did, the seagrass, and I love this little detail. I feel like it just looks very high-end, and it definitely does not look like I purchased it at Walmart. This is a little bit too small for my tree, like the base of my tree, but what I do is I kind of leave it a little bit open in the back just to make it a little bit wider, and it has worked for the past 2 years. So I'm going to be using it again this year. It's so pretty. I've seen these seagrass tree collars go for over $100, and this one is only $28. I haven't found anything else that I love, which is why I'm going to be using it again this year, and I'm so happy they have been bringing it back every year. Another favorite from last year are these deep red flocked ornaments. These are absolutely stunning. The red color is perfect. It's a beautiful deep red, and the ornament cap is just beautiful. Like, this does not look like Walmart. It was $2, so it's very affordable. Unfortunately, they didn't bring this exact style back, but they did come out with a pack of 4 ornaments, also that beautiful deep red color, and these also have a really pretty ornament cap. So these are the ornaments right here. They have a beautiful ornament cap, very similar to the ones from Hobby Lobby, very similar to these. These have more of like a flocked look to them, and these are more kind of like velvety, so I think they will give you the same look. They're so beautiful. You do get a pack of 4, and I think it was like $9.97, like around $10 for a pack of 4. So such a great price. And they also came out with a pack of 2 with 2 larger ornaments, and you do get 2 different styles. So you have like a smooth one right here, and then this one has some texture. They are the same color of red, so you can style them together. So they're so pretty. I love that they came out with different sizes so that you can add some visual interest to your tree. So this is the large one that has some texture. The only difference is the ornament cap. They didn't do that pretty high-end ornament cap, but you can definitely DIY this. You can use some rub and buff, and then maybe dab some watered down brown paint to kind of age it. That's what I did in previous years, and I will have that tutorial linked down below if you want to try it out. But they are really pretty. Usually these large ornaments are very expensive, but these were very affordable. I believe They're less than $15. They are a great size, and I love that they did 2 different styles to switch it up and add some visual interest. They also had different colors, so they had a light brown and a dark brown, so these are very similar to the ones from Hobby Lobby. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think Hobby Lobby brought back these colors. What I saw mainly in my store was a black and red, so I'm not sure if they brought these back, but if you weren't able to get your hands on the Hobby Lobby ones the past 2 years, these are a great option. They're also very affordable. I believe each box is $10. And like I mentioned before, these have the same ornament cap as the ones from Hobby Lobby. And I put them side by side, and these are a little bit more neutral, which I kind of like. The ones from Hobby Lobby have a little bit more warmth, and these just look a little bit more high-end in my opinion. So they're so pretty. They have that really nice ornament cap. You can take this off, add some velvet ribbon, and they instantly look even more high-end. So these are really good. And these are the dark brown. Again, so beautiful with that same ornament cap. So I highly recommend checking your store to see if they have these. You're gonna notice that I absolutely loved their ornaments this year because I picked up a lot of them. The next ornaments that I got were these. I could not believe these were Walmart. They look vintage, and I'm just very, very impressed. They had a lot of them too, which I was so excited so that many of you can get your hands on these. And I do recommend just pulling them out in store because a lot of them were already broken, which is unfortunate. So I would hate for you to purchase them and then you open them and they were broken. So just be careful when you pick them out. I had to kind of look and twist them around to make sure they weren't broken. But these are the ornaments. They are so, so beautiful. They just look very vintage and distressed. They have that beautiful ornament cap, and again, these were very affordable. I believe this box was less than $10 and you do get 2 of them. They're also very different, so they're not all going to be the same, which I like. They all have like a different distressing on them. I feel like these just will add that vintage pop to your tree, and they are available online. They're still in stock, so I would purchase these. These are so good and very affordable. Some more ornaments that I purchased are these silver crackled ones. These are so beautiful. I have been wanting to add a pop of silver to my tree, and I feel like these are a perfect ornament. I have some other ones from Hobby Lobby that are a little bit different, so I will be putting those aside this year and trying out these. I love both of them, but these were only $2. They have a beautiful crackled texture to them. The ornament cap is also that really pretty one, but they did a silver, which I like. I think it's different. They also had a gold version, so if you don't like silver, they did have a gold one, so I will have that link down below as well. But wow, so beautiful. Again, just very impressed with Walmart this year. These next ornaments, I could not believe my eyes when I saw these. These are a dupe to the McGee & Co ones. They are a little bit different, but they give off the same vibe, and they are these ornaments right here. I will insert a picture of the McGee & Co ones. I believe one ornament is like $15, and again, these were $2 each. You just cannot beat that, and they're just so beautiful. They have like an amber tinted glass look. The shape is stunning. They look very expensive. I love the overall look to them. I feel like just incorporating a different element like glass just again adds some visual interest, and they truly pop on your tree because the lights kind of peek through the glass and make them look even more magical. Some other ornaments that I purchased are these right here. How beautiful are these? They are so stunning. They are a beautiful shape. The ornament cap, again, so stunning. I feel like these look so expensive, and they were only $2. Like, I can't believe that. I was so impressed with their ornaments this year. I think all the ornaments that I'm going to be using this year are from Walmart, and they were very inexpensive, so I'm so excited to style with these. Okay, we're almost done with the ornaments. I know I picked up a bunch of them this year, but I saw these, and I don't know, something just caught my attention with these. I felt like they just looked so pretty and dainty. They are like little icicles. I think they're like little icicles, and they just look so dainty and elegant. So I am going to be incorporating them into my tree. I did pick up 4 of these as well, so I'm going to be scattering them just to incorporate a different shape and something different than an ornament. So I'm really happy with these. I believe these were, I think, $2 as well. I believe all of their single ornaments are $2. I'm sure you can get something very similar on Amazon for like a pack of 10 or 15, but I didn't want that many, and I feel like these are just perfect. They're just very, very beautiful. So excited to style with these. Okay, we are done with the ornaments, and now I can move on to some decor. I saw these stockings and I was blown away because there is a designer website, Lulu in Georgia, that has very similar stockings, and I'm so glad there is now a dupe for them. How gorgeous are these? They are stunning. They are a perfect deep red, almost burgundy color. They look very similar to the ones from Lulu in Georgia. I have the one from Lulu in Georgia. I purchased it this year. Not this color, but something that is a little bit more neutral, like a brown red, and the quality is the same. So if you have been wanting the one from Lulu in Georgia, I would just pick this one up. You cannot even tell a difference between them. They are so gorgeous. I love this little detail. It's like a ruffled skirt on the top, and they're just so simple but so elegant. Another piece that I'm so excited about is this Santa. It is so cute, and I'm not going to keep it like this. I am going to DIY it. I kind of want to give it like a vintage aged look. So I love this. This looks so expensive. If you style it on top of a book, it's just perfect. It's so beautiful. I would not change a thing about the overall design that they did. The color, I think, is also really pretty. If you want to keep it white, I think it's a beautiful color. But personally, I love to give things an aged vintage look, so I will be doing that with this. I believe this was like less than $15 too. Very inexpensive. Another piece that I also want to DIY is this candlestick holder. Or I believe it's just like a pillar candle holder, or you can even just use it as a decorative piece, but it is this piece right here. I'm not going to be keeping it the red color, although it is really pretty. I think I'm going to DIY it to look like a more expensive one that I saw online. So hopefully it comes out the way I am envisioning it. It is so pretty, very inexpensive, and I feel like it has a lot of potential for it to look more high-end. I was so excited when I saw these little houses. How cute are these? They do have 2 different styles, so they have this one and this one. I thought they were so cute. The red on here is a little bit too bright for me, so I am going to be painting it a more deep red, or you can even paint it brown to make it more neutral. These do come with a little light inside. I believe they need batteries, and I didn't put any, but you can turn them on. There's a little light in here. I have some from Target that I have been using the past 3 years, and I wanted to switch it up and use these this year. I feel like they're so cute to style on top of books, on your shelves, on your console table, even in your kitchen. I like that this one kind of has like a little Christmas tree peeking through the window. It's so cute. Again, I'm going to be painting these little red ornaments a more deep red, and I feel like it's going to go more with my vibe. So like I mentioned earlier, I did go to 2 different Walmarts, and in the first Walmart I saw these wooden houses and I loved them, and then in the second Walmart I saw those ceramic houses, and I was torn on which ones to keep. I love both of them. I think they're both really pretty. They both give you that high-end look. I feel like these are different. They're wooden houses, and usually like Christmas houses are more ceramic, so these are wooden, and I felt like they're really pretty. I love the little dainty design that they have. I feel like they have a lot of potential and could look really pretty. So I'm going to be styling them and see how they look, and if I don't love them, then I might return them, but I feel like these are really pretty too. This next item is a great dupe to a more expensive one online. It is this wreath right here. This is almost an exact dupe to the one from McGee & Co. that is over $100, and this one was less than $30. It already has a beautiful brown velvet bow. I love that they did these very long skinny pine cones that look so beautiful, and I love that they did different greenery too, so you have some cedar, you have some Norfolk pine. I have seen very similar styles at Home Goods on other websites, and this one is by far the prettiest and most affordable one in comparison to the one from Mickey & Co. These next items I have never ever styled in my home before, but I saw them and I felt like they could look very pretty. I'm still not sure if I'm going to keep them, but they are these brown poinsettias. I think that's how you say it, but they're usually a red color, and a lot of stores always adds glitter to them on the edges, on the leaves, and it just doesn't make them look realistic. And I love that these don't have much glitter except for the middle. There's a little bit of glitter in there, but I've never seen brown ones. I thought these were really pretty that you can stick in your tree or on a garland or in an arrangement. I'm not sure how I'm going to be using these. They were less than like $2. They were like $1 each, I believe, or something very inexpensive. So I did pick up a few of them. I'm going to see how they work in my space and see if I like them, but I thought these were different. I also saw this stunning ribbon from my Texas house. So they had this beautiful champagne color and then this brown color. If you have been following me for a while, then you know that I have a ribbon very similar to this. It's from Amazon and I used it on my tree. I've used it on my cutting board, and it's just like a crushed velvet. It's so stunning. So when I saw this larger one, I immediately placed it in my cart because it's so beautiful. And I haven't seen a brown one, so I picked it up as well. You can style ribbon honestly anywhere. I love adding bows to any piece just to make it more Christmassy, so I'm excited to style with this. I think it's so pretty. It was also very affordable. Okay, I think I'm down to the very last item, and this one was not in the Christmas decor section. This was near their throw pillows and blankets. I was walking towards the checkout area and I saw this in an aisle and I thought, oh, that is so pretty for Christmas. It's such a beautiful color. If you watched my videos last year, then you know I picked up a deep red blanket from Target and it sold out. It's discontinued, but now Walmart has this stunning deep red chenille throw. It is 50 inches by 60 inches, so it's a good size. I think it's so perfect to style on a couch, sectional, an accent chair, and it was only $14.97, I believe, less than $15. And I love that you can style it on this side or you can style it on this side, and they also had some pillows to go with it, so I will have all of those linked down below. I thought this was perfect for Christmas if you're going for that deep red theme. It even matches the stockings perfectly, so if you're going for a deep red theme, these two are perfect pieces that will match and go together. All right, you guys, that concludes today's video. I know it's very early to be talking about Christmas, but things sell out so quickly, so if you like anything, just buy it. You can always return it if it doesn't work out in your space, or if you see that you already have something similar, but I just suggest picking it up because these items I can guarantee will sell out, and when you're ready to shop for Christmas, it will no longer be available. So that is why I post these items early, so that you can get your hands on them. They came out with such a great collection. I was truly so impressed with Walmart. They kill it every single year. So I will have all of these items linked down below, and don't forget to enter the giveaway. I'm so excited that 4 of you are going to get your hands on those reindeers. Anyways, I appreciate all of you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye.